So this episode is going to be on the kit you may want for doing a bit of skiff sailing. So it's not all essential that you get immediately, but it's just some of the kit I wear and I found good over many years of sailing high performance boats. So Nationals are just coming up this week. I've got my backpack ready to go. I thought it's a good opportunity to go through all the kit I'm wearing and show you what it is and why. So first of all, a towel. That's not at all skiff specific, so ignore that. So first up, pretty key bit of equipment if you're going to want to go skiff sailing, and that's a harness. The harness I've got here is a shock sailing one. It's quite a basic harness in that it's got no adjustment, but that means it's really sleek, it's really light, and I actually find it really comfortable as well. Harnesses are quite a personal thing, and I think especially when you're starting out and trapezing higher, then you're putting more weight through the bum and the groin, and that can lead to some kind of discomfort. But the better you get, the more you kind of trapezing level, and the more weight is going through your shoulders, so you can probably get away with a more minimalistic harness like this. One thing though, shop do a return if you don't get on with the harness, so I think that's a really good thing and something to look out for when you're buying the harnesses, whether you can return them. Again, kind of the features of this, which are really kind of like skiff specific, is just that there's absolutely nothing to snag on it. It's got a really simple release mechanism, and one of the things I like about it is it's got this batten in the back which is quite stiff, and what that batten does is it means I can push my weight back through my shoulders by pushing into this batten without having to do the shoulder straps up too tight. So shoulder straps are just really there to stop the harness falling down, but you know, the shoulder straps shouldn't be crushing you, and with this batten it really allows you to push back through the shoulders, and that transfers that pressure through into the waist and into the hook. So that's quite a nice feature of this harness, and something you might want to have a look for. So yeah, this is by Shock. Okay, next up is my wetsuit. Now the wetsuit I always wear skiff sailing and I recommend is a long john as your base suit. The reason is I always want something that covers my knees and shins. If you slip on the gunnel, it'll be your knees and shins that take the hit, so I think it's really important to have some sort of covering on them. This suit's got a 4mm section just over the knee with a bit of reinforcement, really helps with that. The rest of this suit is actually just 2mm, so it's quite thin. The other reason why I think a long john's really good is obviously it leaves your shoulders and arms bare, and then you can interchange the top you're wearing, and that'll cover you for like 95% of sailing in the UK with a lightweight long john, and just changing the tops according to the weather. So few features of this suit that I really like. In the past I kind of bought just cheap long johns and sailed with them. No lining, no taping, nothing. And I always thought, you know, that's fine, it's summer, I'm not going to get that cold. But what I found is, as time gone by, is a line suit, and especially like taped seams as well, it just extends the temperature range you can get away with on a suit. If you're going out for a long day on the water, or you're unsure if you're capsized or not, then having a suit that can kind of cover that bit wider of a temperature range is a massive plus. So this suit with various tops I take down from about, you know, high 20 degrees all the way down to probably get away with it just underneath 10 degrees with the right top. It's pretty much waterproof. All the seams are taped on the outside, some of the seams are taped on the inside. It's got seals at the ankle, so you can seal it off with some Wetsuit Socks. And yeah, just really good, nice all-round suit. I definitely recommend a line suit if you can afford the extra. Okay, next up is the tops I wear with that suit. So starting off, I've got this kind of really thin, kind of just down to the elbow top. This is actually 1/2 mil neoprene, so it's basically only just thicker than a rash vest. I really like that in kind of 25 degrees plus, so worn it a bit this summer. Just keeps your elbows free for maximum movement, and yeah, just a thin top really just to stop kind of sunburn on the shoulders. Next top up is this one. So this is a 1 mil top, full length arms, just with little sticky bits on the cuff and waist. Unique thing about all these Lennon suits is they have these Velcro tabs which tab onto the hips of the wetsuit. What that does is when you get splashes of water, it stops the suit from riding up and that water from flushing up. This 1 mil, just super stretchy. Just kind of take this from about, you know, low 20 degrees all the way down to about 15 degrees, maybe a little bit under if it's a sunny day and not too windy, not getting too much spray. So that's probably my go-to top for the majority of summer sailing. When it gets a little bit cooler, I've got this, and this is the kind of the warmest layer I'll take to the Nationals this year. This is, I forget whether it's 2 mil or 2.5 mil, but the difference is all the seams are taped on the outside, welded on the outside, and taped on the inside. So yeah, taped on the inside, and it's thermally lined as well. Got this huge kind of like silver rubbery layer which meshes nicely with the waist of the or the upper body of the long john, just to create a really good seal from the water. So this is part of Lennon's dry system range, and it basically turns this whole thing into a mini steamer, quite thin, so it's still really flexible. So I'll probably take this, you know, you can do it from high teens in the temperature all the way down well below 10 degrees. Okay, next up, over the top of all that is Buoyancy Aid. This is the wing. What's really good about this is it's quite large panels, which allows it to be really thin and really flexible as well. Just makes it low profile, doesn't snag on anything. Over the top of all of that, I just wear a little race vest. Like this, just keeps everything in neat and tight, stops anything snagging, and just kind of looks good as well. Guess next is boots, and again this is quite specific to skiff sailing. So I really rate these O'Neill, I think they're Superfreak or Hyperfreak boots. They're really thin soles, split toe, super dexterous on the feet, and really grippy, like a really great boot. The only annoying thing that with them is they come with like a toggle thing on the back for an elasticated thing which catches rope, so I just cut that off and whip up the boot, so it's nice and neat and sleek. And yeah, I really rate these boots. Again, you don't need anything with ankle support for trapezing. You want something with kind of the least around the ankle possible, so you've got the maximum ability of your ankle to point your toes. And what I do is I've got another pair which are a size up, and these are the round toe versions. So that allows me, when it's a bit chillier, I can wear these with wetsuit socks. Again, these wetsuit socks are part of the dry system, so this kind of glossy neoprene mates up with the ankle seals on the wetsuit to totally seal it off, so your feet then are dry and warm. Okay, Last thing is gloves, and again this is reasonably specific to skiff sailing. Got these Showa 341, and they're like a type of builder work glove, fit really well to the hand, and just give a good level of grip and dexterity. I find a lot of sailing gloves are too bulky and it's harder to kind of move your hands and feel what's going on. I mean, what I do with all mine is cut off the forefinger and thumb, just the tips, so that I can still kind of feel the ropes in my hand when I'm moving a main sheet around a trapeze handle. Something like that needs a lot of dexterity. I like the feel, and even all the way through the winter I still have the thumb and forefinger cut off, and I just yeah, carry a load of these in my sailing bag just so I've got one ready for when I need it. Last thing is a buff and a beanie, just for when it's really cold, you need that extra layer. Again, hoping not to wear these at the Nationals in September, but yeah, nice little extra bit. So yeah, hope that's kind of interesting, seeing what I'm wearing, why I've chosen the kit that I have, and a little bit of insight into what you may need to make your skiff sailing a little bit more comfortable.